mentioned, my name is Michael Watts. And this is so important. I'm a fifth generation Washingtonian. And, I have a saying, I tell everyone, we're all cousins, right? And so when you're cousins, you want the best for your family. You want them to achieve greatness. You want them to achieve their dreams. You want them to be able to aspire and grow. And to be able to support this program on behalf of DC government is a tremendous honor. We are so proud of you and of the work you've done. And I know that it's hard work, right? It's not easy to do this. Each of you here today is ready to enter the business and entrepreneurship space and show the world what you can do. And what you learned in the Georgetown Pivot Program means you prepare to excel in your field in life. Getting a certificate today isn't easy. It takes hard work and perseverance, and you have proved that today. Remember the hard work you put in these past weeks. Remember the feelings you had, the good, the bad, and maybe you felt like you weren't going to make it to the finish line. Those feelings have led to this moment. Department of Employment Services appreciates you because you have brought the Mayor Bowser's vision to life through your efforts, consistency, and adaptation. The mayor wants a robust, equitable city where folks have pathways to the middle class, and her and our director, Dr. Unique Morris Hughes, are laser focused on making this city the best city, not in the country, but in the world. And your efforts are helping to fuel DC comeback. And before I leave you, always remember that this is the top of one of the mountains that is the near or the bottom of the next. So keep climbing, congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you all in your continued success. Thank you again, have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Watts. At the heart of our program is the academic experience delivered by Georgetown faculty. So first of all, I'd like to thank all of the faculty who have joined us to deliver this program, and I hope you'll join me in giving them a round of applause. Each year, the Pivot Fellows select one faculty member to deliver graduation remarks on behalf of the faculty. This year, the class has selected Professor Sharon Welsh as their faculty speaker. Professor Welsh has taught communication and writing in the program since the very beginning. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, Dean Almeida, faculty, staff, friends and family, and above all, cohort 5. I'm honored to be giving a speech to all of you for a change. And if you want to bring out your blue pens and I'm sure it's only fair, right? All right. I want to share what I find most unique and spectacular about you as a cohort. I have 3 points. I know you're shocked. I also have 3 quotes. You are taking full advantage of this pivot program and what you've learned from your prior experience. And you have just shown, I want to talk about your strength that you show when given your second chance, this pivot program. Your drive to maximize your precious time and your determination to make a real and positive impact on our world. So, how you've thrived with your second chance. I have to repeat the quote that was eloquently given by Ed Yap during the pitch competition. I apologize, but when I heard that quote by Ted Lasso, the most kind and considerate and humane human being on all of television, I was watching the show with my family, and to their dismay, I had to stop the show, get my phone, type out the quote, rewind it a couple times, make sure I had the quote exactly right, because I think it is such an apt quote for this occasion. So, the quote by Ted Lasso. I hope that either all of us or none of us are judged by the actions of our weakest moments, but rather by the strength we show when and if we're given a second chance. To be judged by the strength we show when and if we are given a second chance. That's how we see all of you, by your strength. With this second chance, you've all been asked to define yourself, or find yourselves, and reinvent yourselves. It's hard and it's painful to do. I know somewhat because, as you know, I am traveling a similar journey with you. I lost my husband of 34 years a year and a half ago. Dan was robust, full of life, youthful, the life of every event. He died quickly of duodenal cancer and was unresponsive to any treatment. With my immeasurable loss, I am finding my way and reinventing myself. And I look to all of you as a model for how to do it and as a great inspiration to me. You have to pick yourself up and move forward, and I'm doing this alongside you. Your drive to make the most of your time. You're in a sprint to achieve. Your pent-up energy and drive is incredible. I want to quote Barack Obama, and as you know, I met him in one of my Georgetown classes, along with Joe Biden. These words: "The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on." We had a chuckle at the end of the business communication course. I challenged you, you challenged me. I had quite a bit of challenging at one point. And on the last day, I was asked, "Professor Welsh, why did you put up with it?" And I looked at them and I said, "Because you're worth it. You're worth the wait. You are so worthy." And we are all called to press on. The future rewards those who press on. And I've learned so much from all of you. My last point: you want to make a real and positive difference in the world. What incredible business plans and career goals you all have. Rashid won second place in the university-wide rocket pitch competition, and you did that like in month 1 or month 2. You were very early on in the program. In the pivot pitch competition, which was so remarkable, Kirsten and Johnny won third place. Fantastic. Alexis won second place. And Tyranda moonwalked to first place. All of you, every single one of you are winners. You put yourself out there with your effort to change the world to be a better place. Remember that you are who you communicate. And I was so impressed with your communication skills. I did hear a couple of dropped G's, but I'm not going to mention it. I was the faculty speaker for the sister program at Georgetown University for the Wounded Warriors, the Dog Tag Bakery, Inc. program. And I gave this quote several times at graduation, and its reading has become a tradition at their graduation ceremonies. It's by President Teddy Roosevelt. He gave the speech in Paris in 1910, and it's called "The Man in the Arena." If Teddy Roosevelt were to call it today, he would call it "The Person in the Arena." So I want each of you to think of yourself in this quote. So, the man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the person in the arena, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly. And so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. You are the person in the arena. You are the doer of deeds. Not one of you sits on the sidelines. So keep on daring greatly. Cherish your second chance. Live life all the way up. Keep striving for making the world a better place. You all have reinvented yourselves with courage and grace, and I can't wait to see all that you will accomplish. Blessings and the best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Welsh. Good morning. My name is Tyronda Farrell. I'm a proud member of graduating class. It is my honor to introduce a keynote speaker, Ms. Shakisha Robinson. Ms. Robinson is a role model for all of us working for justice and opportunity in our community. Ms. Robinson serves as the Deputy Chief for the Prisoner and Reentry Legal Services Program and DC Public Defender Services Community Defender Division. Ms. Robinson leads a team of attorneys who respond to legal and social services needs, newly released individuals, assisting them in making a successful transition back into the community. Previously, Ms. Robinson was a senior attorney in the Public Defender Services Trial Division, handling only the most serious felonies. In this role, she was also a member of the nationally recognized forensic practice group, which trains lawyers around the country on forensics and scientific matters. Ms. Robinson is also a co-chair of the DC Reentry Action Network, a coalition of reentry direct services providers. She is a co-chair of the American Bar Association's Committee on Reentry and Collateral Consequences, and serves as a director of social policy and advocacy for the Black Public Defender Association. You go, girl. Ms. Robinson is the author of the DC Reentry Navigator, empowering you to succeed with the DC criminal record. She is especially passionate about mentoring the next generation of advocates and does so by teaching criminal law at the George Washington University. Ms. Robinson, we are so grateful for your work on behalf of the justice-involved individuals in our community, and we are very honored that you have joined us today for this special day. You go, girl.
Thank you for that warm introduction. And thank you, Dean Almeida, the Pivot Program's outstanding leadership, friends, family, faculty. I thank you all. Most importantly, I am thankful to each graduate who has demonstrated that their worth, their value, and their potential is unlimited. Today, you are graduating from the esteemed Georgetown, a Jesuit university, only one of 28 in the country. I, too, am a graduate of the Jesuit tradition. Boston College instilled in me the same core principle belief, cura personalis. It's a Latin phrase that means each of us is uniquely created. That means that you were designed on purpose, for a purpose. In the words of Prophet Jeremiah, you were set apart to be a prophet among nations. What does that mean? It means let your life testify for the world to see what human potential looks like, how it walks, how it talks, how it operates. My favorite saying is another Latin phrase, res ipsa loquitur. It means the thing speaks for itself. I don't have to tell you who I am or what I can do or what my potential is. Just watch me. Watch my life. Watch how I live. That's what you all demonstrated for the last 10 months. Watch me show up to class day in and day out, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Despite obstacles, despite challenges, despite fears, you did it, you executed, and now you're sitting in a blue robe with a blue hat to match. Watch your life. You have greatness in you. It has already been predetermined. Before the verse says, I set you apart, it says, I knew you before I formed you in the womb. The essence of who each of you are is already in you. Do you guys want to know the secret to life? Okay. I'm going to share a story with you. I think to learn the secret of life, you should grow a plant. I was given a plant 13 years ago as a birthday gift. It's an elephant plant. Anyone ever seen an elephant plant? Big, huge green leaves. They look like an elephant's ear. That's where the name comes from. And you can grow them inside or out. I'm going to be honest. When I first got the plant, I was young in my own maturity. You know, I was still growing. I was evolving. And I'm slightly ashamed to admit, I didn't really look out for that plant. I didn't take it seriously. I didn't nurture it. I didn't put it in the right sunlight. And I certainly didn't put it in the right soil. And I would occasionally give it water, hoping it would fend for itself. And I was so cavalier that at one point, when it wasn't growing beautifully as I thought it should, despite my own neglect, I put it outside in my garage, and it wilted, and it almost died. And one day when my dad came to visit me from Boston, he looked at me. You ever been pulled up by somebody? He said, "What are you doing? Show the plant that I gave you some respect and some love." And I brought the plant in, and I did some research, and I found the best soil at Home Depot. This is a true story. I put it in the right window in my house with the right sunlight. I watered it before it got thirsty. I got to the point that I loved it so much, I would low-key oil it. You can put oil on the leaves so it could shine. And do you know that that plant grew to be a beautiful, huge, green, luscious plant? And it went on to have babies. And when my dad gave me the plant, he had one requirement. He said, each time it has a baby, you give it to someone else. And that's what I did. And I gave the recipient the same requirement. The legacy of my plant is all over this country. Might even be all over the world at this point. And do you know, at year 7 of me owning it, 7 years later, the elephant plant sprouted a flower? And then a second flower? And then a third flower that I've never seen before? It's a plant, a green plant. Not a flower plant. Where are these flowers coming from? And what shocked me and everyone in my household is the fact that the flower was already in the seed. It was already in the plant. That is why greatness is already in you, whether you've uncovered it or not, no matter how long it takes. You are the plant. You only have 2 goals in life. 1, figure out who you are in your purpose. And then 2, share it with the world. Your purpose will be revealed through your gifts and your talents. You will be clothed in it. cloaked in it. People will identify it. They will tell you. You will know it and you will feel it in your gut. And when you figure out what those gifts are that you didn't earn and that don't come natural to you, you still have to water it and nurture it and put it in the right soil. That means, who are your friends? Who do you hang around? Who is pouring into you? Who are your mentors? Are they positive or negative influences in your life? Because everything is energy. Like attracts like. Look at my friends and you will know who I am. I only deal with top flight. And by top flight, I don't mean wealth or prestige. I mean character. And I know that challenges will come, but they are opportunities. Every time I went through something, and y'all don't know my story, but I'm from Roxbury, an all-black neighborhood in Boston, Massachusetts, with no resources and just an education. I've been disappointed. I've been discouraged, and I have failed. But each time, without exception, I have come out better, stronger. Iron sharpens iron. More resilient. That is who you see before you today. You can't be like me because you haven't been through what I've been through. You haven't seen what I've seen, and you don't know what I know. And that is your lives. Your life experience matters. What you've been through, bring it to your future success. For me, there was no plan B, only plan A. Because where I'm from, plan B often resulted in death. What you're hearing from me today is a mindset and a mentality. That is something that each of you have 100% control over. No one can take that from you. You decide your perspective, you decide your thoughts and your narratives, you decide who your friends are going to be, the energy you allow in your life, the boundaries that you set. Don't let anyone decide for you or predetermine who you are. You don't even fully know your full potential. Did the plant know the flower was in it? Now I'm going to leave you with the tools for success. Anybody want some tools? All right. School is great. You guys been here the last 10 months. It's like a conclave, a comfort zone. You've been encouraged, motivated, mentored, at times coddled. But don't go for the okie doke. It is not the real world. When you are in your real job, that may not happen. Don't expect it. If you get it, consider it a bonus. The way that you win every single time, the professor said, take notes, is PCC. Preparation. It doesn't matter if it's a meeting for a colleague, a pitch to a funder, or a report you have to give, you prepare. I am successful because I was often insecure and I didn't know. And to combat that, I prepared. That means I read every single thing. I spoke to everyone because smart people learn from everyone and everything. Average people rely on their experience alone. And foolish people think they know it all. Don't let your ignorance get in the way of your greatness. It just simply means you don't know. Find out. And after you've prepared and researched and you have synthesized and analyzed and you have all those skills because you've been educated at Georgetown, then you own it. And you will know more than anyone on the issue. And when you do that, you will then be competent, the second C. And competence leads to confidence. I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm not talking about cockiness because that comes from a place of insecurity and you project that. I'm talking about a calm knowing, a truth that is self-evident, like the sun rising in the morning Finally, if you do those three things, and you believe in yourself, and you pour into yourself, and you nurture yourself, the universe will conspire in your favor without your permission or your knowledge. I will leave you with this, each of you. Know who you are. Know that you've been set apart and that there's greatness in you, and it may take years to uncover. Nurture yourself in good soil, and watch how you grow and evolve beyond all that you could ask for or even imagine. And finally, stay true to your Jesuit training by sharing your gifts, your talent, your time, and your treasure. For whom much has been given, much is required. Thank you.
Each year, the graduating class selects a member of the cohort to deliver remarks on behalf of the class. This year, the class has selected Ms. Alexis Green and Mr. Johnny Acaruli. Throughout the entire year, Alexis and Johnny have contributed so much to our community. Their positivity and professionalism affected the entire program, staff, faculty, and fellow students. I would like to first welcome Alexis Green to the stage.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexis Green. And to the ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, honored guests, and my fellow graduates, today is a historical occasion as we gather here to celebrate the peak of 10-month journey in the Georgetown Pivot Program. I am deeply honored to address you all and the class speaker representing the strength, determination, and the unwavering belief within each of us. In every stage of my life, when faced with seemingly impossible challenges, there were moments when I wanted to give up. The weight of my responsibilities felt overwhelming. The obstacles in my path seemed impossible to overcome, yet my son's unwavering presence ignited a fire within me, propelling me forward when all I wanted to do was retreat. His innocent eyes reflected the trust he had in me, reminded me of the profound impact a parent can have on their child's life. In those moments, I realized that I had a choice: to let the difficulties define me or to rise above them and create a better future for the both of us. Looking back to the beginning of this program, I recall the words I wrote in my initial essay, and it was about perseverance. I spoke of the relentless pursuit of success despite the obstacles and delays that may come our way. But little did we know then that the challenges we would face throughout this journey would be profound and life-altering. Each of us have encountered hardship, struggles, personal battles, and have tested our resolve and pushed us to our limits. Yet, here we stand today, proof that perseverance is not just an abstract concept, but a tangible force that propels in us. We have all confronted our own unique circumstances, but in overcoming a difficult upbringing, fighting for access to education, or navigating the complexities of societal expectations, some of us has experienced betrayal, many of us face legal battles, or endured personal hardships that could have easily derailed our aspirations. But through it all, dressed in my blue, we have emerged stronger, more resilient, and united by the shared experience that have helped us. We have come to understand that perseverance is not just a solitary endeavor, but a collective strength that inspires us to uplift one another and make a positive impact in the world. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, Let us carry with us the lessons we have learned, the friendships we have forged, and the spirit that has guided us through this program. Let us never forget the struggles and sacrifices we have overcome to reach this pivotal moment in our lives. Our journey has not been without its setbacks, but it's precisely those setbacks that have fueled our determination to succeed. The knowledge, skills, and experiences we have gained in the Georgetown Pivot Program have equipped us to face the challenges that lie ahead. We have the power to effect change, not only in our own lives, but also in the lives of others. Let us use our new profound understanding and empathy to break down barriers, challenge injustice, and create a more inclusive and equitable future. Throughout this transformative journey, we have been guided by the words of our fearless leader, our Associate Director, Ms. Latasha Moore. Trust the process, she says. These simple yet profound words have been the battery that recharged all of us when we felt depleted. They reminded us to embrace the journey, no matter how challenging it may be. Through her guidance, we have learned to trust ourselves, our abilities, and the path we have chosen. And let us not forget the words of Professor Comer, who often reminded us, if it's free, it's for me. These words have served as a constant reminder to seize every opportunity, to value and appreciate what is given to us. They have instilled in us a mindset of gratitude, encouraging us to make the most of every moment, to embrace the gifts that come our ways. I would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation to the esteemed professors of our Georgetown University program. Your knowledge, expertise, and dedication to our education have shaped our minds, challenged our perspectives, and empowered us to reach beyond our perceived limitations. Your commitment to academic, to reach beyond, your excellence and passion for teaching us has inspired us to strive for greatness, even in the face of adversity. Your steady belief in our potential has been a guiding force and reminding us of the power of education and the power within ourselves. To the elite guest speakers who have graced our classrooms and shared their wisdom, thank you for sharing your invaluable insights, your experiences, and inspiration with us. Your presence has ignited the flames of ambition and possibility within us, reminding us that success is not a solitary journey, but one that requires learning from the achievements and challenges of others. Your willingness to impact your knowledge and offer guidance has a profound impact on our personal and professional growth. I would also like to express our deepest gratitude to the students and tutors of Georgetown University who walked alongside us on this path. Your support, shared experiences have created a nurturing environment that allowed us to flourish. Your willingness to lend a helping hand and provide guidance and shared in our triumphs have made this journey all the more rewarding. Together, we have formed lifelong connections and friendships that will continue to inspire and uplift us in the years to come. And to the remainder of the Georgetown Pivot Program faculty and staff, we extend our heartfelt thanks for not giving up on us, pouring your time, your energy, and expertise in our growth and development. Your commitment to our success, both academically and personally, has been unwavering. You have provided us with a safe space to learn, explore, and transform, instilling with us the confidence and the resilience needed to overcome the obstacles that has come our way. Your dedication and your tireless efforts have made a lasting impact on our lives, and for that, we are forever grateful. And in closing, to the 2023 Georgetown Pivot graduates, my new extended family, it has been an honor and a privilege to embark on this amazing journey alongside each and every one of you. As we move forward, may our paths be filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Let us continue to pivot and embrace the opportunities, challenges that awaits us. Congratulations once again, and here's to a future brimming with compassion, impact, and boundless potential. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Johnny Akinruli. Today we are here to celebrate cohort 5 of Georgetown Pivot Program. How exciting it is for all of us to have crossed this finish line. Each of us, as returning citizens, has the odds against us. But warriors never give up. And I'm here to say, each and every one of y'all are warriors. At heart, excuse me. Each and every one of y'all are warriors at heart by not giving up and pushing through the battle. We are examples of the words hope and determination because each of us had a dark cloud over our head for so long, but today the heavens rejoice. And the staff that are here, we all thank you for your patience and empathy towards us. We all were placed here on this earth to do exactly what you all have done for us because it takes something very unique from the heart, something that was placed there from another source of power and love. You have been the very example of fulfilling your purpose by displaying the level of commitment and perseverance every day in them classrooms. I want to take the time to acknowledge a true angel sent by God, Latasha Moore. This talented queen has been like a mother to not only me, but to all of us. She has taught me so much throughout this journey. I'll never forget that day she quoted this quote to me and continually has said it to me time after time. She said, "Take a deep breath, Johnny. You got this." She helped me to realize that I do got this. And from the words of our Father, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. With all of the late calls from us getting frustrated with assignments or even at each other for that matter, she managed all of that by expressing to us that in the small things, there's small things to a giant, and to always remember your why. To Miss P, oh my goodness. God put something really special in you when he thought of you. We love you for always showing us what love is. I'll never forget me coming into class one day and you was talking to someone and you saw that I was having a rough morning. And you took your attention off from that person and asked me, "Where's that smile, Mr. Akinruli?" And right then and there, I felt better and enjoyed the rest of my day. Thank you for believing in us when at times we didn't. To Professor Lovegrove, thank you for being so transparent by cutting me off every time I thought I had the right answer. You always listened attentively to us and never held back from challenging us at the task at hand. You helped me by stretching my ideas and my dreams to becoming a success story, and we all thank you. Thank you for all what you have instilled in us, the reward that's in store for you will be our success for our future. Thank you.
Roger Clark. Kelly Davis. Keith Dietman. Tyranda Farrell. I'm going to interrupt the program for just a second to let you all know that Tyranda has started a full-time position with Georgetown University Pivot Program. Okay. Tyrell Frierson. Alexis Green. Rashid Hall. Julian Harrington. Musa Kamara. Kirsten Leonard. Marquise Lewis. Curtis Patterson. David Williams. Okay. Final congratulations to the 2023 graduates of the Pivot Program. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I can see this is a joyous moment and some people are done. But I hope you will bear with me just one more short speech. But this is really a truly wonderful moment. I can see so many tears in people's eyes. I can see joy just bubbling through. And this is because of all of you. So once more, congratulations to all our Pivot Fellows. Looking back, I can remember the day more than 5 years ago when then Dean Pietro Rivoli came to me and shared the idea for this program. And you can imagine, it was something like we've never done before. I definitely didn't understand what it was going to be and what it could be and the impact it could make, but I trusted Pietro. So I want you all to just pause and give a hand of applause to Pietro Rivoli, who made this all happen. You know, I was excited at that stage to share in some small way the chance that the McDonough School of Business, working with Mark Howard and the Prison and Justice Initiative, could live what we always say. Through this program, we wanted to show that business can and must be a way to solve not just economic problems, but also social problems. And you, all of you, are making us truth tellers. You are making this possible. So thank you. I was then and am now inspired by the incredible talent and human potential that's often trapped in our criminal justice system. With so many ready to contribute to re-entering, building communities, and yet, because of artificial barriers, you're not allowed to live to your potential. We are inspired as well by the potential for Georgetown to grow through you, to learn with you, to serve with you. So you are a very important part of Georgetown. Today, as we actually conclude our 5-year mark, I'm inspired by the change that this program has accomplished. The change and these accomplishments are represented here today by each of you and by each of our partners and by the families. And I want you to know this, that your future actions are going to define who we are. Since 2018, Pivot graduates have started businesses, returned to school, launched careers in some of the world's leading companies. Our 2023 graduates will join a distinguished community of alumni who have shown the world that a person's past should never dictate their future, and that our economy and communities will thrive when access to opportunity is truly extended to all. Of course, like every day, our work is not finished. In some ways, your and our work is just starting. Dr. Martin Luther King reminds us that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. We have to make that statement true. As we celebrate today, we remember that the arc towards justice still has far to travel. We know that many of our brothers and sisters face systemic injustice, and many still do not have equal opportunities. As a Jesuit business school, we take seriously our duty to fight for justice and always try to serve the common good with humility, with passion, and with all the tools at our disposal. We heard it over and over throughout your time with us. You want to launch businesses, you want to be mentors, you want to advocate for others. Please do that. You want to join companies and climb career ladders and build strong communities and create security for your very proud children and families. Please do that. As a Jesuit business school, we're grateful more than anything else for the opportunity to partner with you in developing the skills, the mindset, and the confidence to achieve all of this. So Pivot graduates, I can truly say this, we are very proud of you. But we know that you have not done it alone. So to the parents, to the grandparents, spouses, siblings, children, friends, and everyone else in the audience that's here to support you, thank you for taking the journey with all of us. Thank you. So Pivot Fellows, I'd like to leave you with this. Remember, wherever life takes each of you, Georgetown is your home. And like any home, you are always welcome home. Come home by engaging with future Pivot Fellows. Come home for referrals, for contacts, for advice. Come home to meet your colleagues, all of us, old and new. Or come home just to say hello. But come home, we'll be waiting. We'll keep the light on. For you are Hoyers. You are the heart of Georgetown, now and forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Almeida. Okay. We would like to close our ceremony today with a very special appreciation for someone who was foundational to the creation of this program, Dr. Joshua Miller. Okay. In 2017, as Dean Almeida just mentioned, the Pivot Program was an idea. Mark Howard and I had a little bit of a conversation and had an idea and started to talk. But Pivot Fellows know that ideas are the easy part. Okay? Getting from your idea for your business to a pitch for your business to an actual business is not about inspiration. It is about work and dedication and perspiration. Dr. Alyssa Lovegrove and Dr. Joshua Miller were the startup team for this program. The amount of work, the complexity of that work in launching this program is difficult to overstate. Okay? We're going to congratulate Dr. Miller today because he's going to be leaving Georgetown and the Prisons and Justice Initiative to continue his work on behalf of justice-involved individuals. He will be assuming the role of Research and Advocacy Director at Open City Advocates. Okay. We would like to, we'd like to thank Josh for making the launch of this program possible. Formally, we asked Josh to serve initially as the managing director of the Pivot Program, which he did for the first several years of the program. But that term doesn't come close to capturing it. Josh was one of our first faculty members who taught in the Pivot Program. Josh was also our grant writer. Josh was also our tech guy. Josh was also our government relations specialist. Okay. Josh, we will always be grateful for all of your work in making this program possible and bringing us to this point, and we'd like to present you with a small token of our gratitude. And by the way, we're now looking for a tech guy, a grant writer. I'd now like to invite Reverend Ron Anton back to the stage to offer our closing prayer.
and let us pray to the Lord who is always with us. Good and gracious God, we ask your blessing upon all of our graduates. Bestow on us courage and grace. The grace to continue to support and care for one another as we have done these past 10 months. The grace to use our gifts and talents to make a difference in our homes, in our workplace, and in the world. Never tiring of working for a more just and equitable world. Lord God, give us the grace to be leaders who can imagine a new world, a world where each and every person is valued just because each and every person is created and loved by you. Leaders who work for those who have less, for the lost, the stranger, the hungry, the hurting, the marginalized, the dispossessed, the sick. And most importantly, leaders who have sought and who have found how to serve, to make your kingdom a reality here on earth as it is in heaven. Amen.
A final congratulations to our 2023 graduates. I would like everyone to join us for a reception, which is across the patio. Please allow the stage party and graduates to recess first.